Okay, so today we're gonna try to pour some Senkos in this core shot Senko mold. But we're not gonna do the core shot today just because I wanna try pouring Senkos for the first time in this, and not the core shot will be later on down the road. Today we're also going to start for the first time using from scratch the actual Plastisol. Today we have medium lure Plastisol. Now, I don't know if you could see, but it's separated here at the top. And it says mix well but do not shake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shake this up, or mix it up and not shake it, and we're going to go ahead and pour some in the mixing cup, and we'll go from there. Okay, so instead of shaking it, you turn it around over and over and over numerous times just to get everything kind of mixed well. They don't want you shaking it because you don't want to get any bubbles in there. You get bubbles in there, then it's just going to create kind of a mess. So today we're going to go ahead and use the big cup. We're going to put in, let's try, so we're going to start off with 8 ounces. Pour 8 ounces in there. Okay, put that over there. We're going to do today, we're going to try green pumpkin, and we're going to put some red flake in there. So I'm going to shake this up, mix it real well. I'm going to put about 20 drops in there. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I went with 15 only because some of those were pretty heavy-handed. Drops. Let's get the stirring stick in here, see what the color looks like. Not too bad. Almost looks like zucchini. So I'm going to put this in the microwave for a little bit, and then we'll come back. Won't bore you with that. So before we get started, while that's in the microwave, I want to make sure I put some warm oil in the mold so when it pulls apart, it won't stick too hard. Make pulling apart the mold and pulling the plastic away from the mold a lot easier. Bought this mold from Angling AI. I really like the mold. It's a good mold. It took a while, but it was worth the wait because they make them as you order them. So, using my gloves today. If you didn't see the other video, you can see that I burnt the snot out of myself before, so I don't want to do that again. That hurt. Okay, so here we are. Stirring it up. Still not quite hot enough. It's only 220 degrees. It needs to get a lot hotter than that, so we'll run it in there a little bit longer. I will come back to you guys when it's ready and set. I decided to go ahead and get my craw mold ready. I might shoot this this color with the single shot of in the craw. So we're gonna go ahead and check the plastic now. Not quite hot enough. It's about 320. You want to get it between about 325, 345 to 350. We'll just put it on there for about another 30 seconds. Okay, Okay, so we're about 335 degrees. I'm gonna put a 1/8 of a teaspoon of this red flake in there. Give a little bit of a color to it. Get that stirred up. Nice little color in there. Okay, so I'm going to use the big injector today so I can take it all. Okay, as far as it's going to go, I want to make sure I top it off. Come over to the next one. All stringy. Alright, we'll let that sit a minute. Let it cool. May have been able to probably have it get a little bit hotter. I'm not sure yet. We'll find out once it sets up. But again, I'm not editing this for perfection. I just want to show you guys that it's gonna happen. You're gonna make mistakes when you first start doing something. You guys are seeing for the first time how I'm doing this. One thing I'm gonna tell you guys I have noticed though is when I use the actual Plastisol as opposed to like remelting soft plastics, that's not as smoky and bad smelling as this. This stuff here, you want to make sure you do have a lot of airflow. That's why I have 2 fans going. I got a little fan over here, and I got the big one here, trying to get everything from smelling it. I can smell this stuff, but it's nowhere near as bad as remelting this plastic. So we'll give this a few more minutes, and I'll clean up here, and we'll get back to what these look like. So as I'm picking everything up here, what's happening is what I thought was going to happen, or was worried was going to happen, is I don't think I cooked it long enough. But you know, we got a microwave, we can reheat it, remelt it, and try it again. So let's go ahead and see what these look like. Really don't look too bad there. You could tell that they're not quite right, but considering, I mean, they're really not bad. Probably a little too much warm oil maybe. We'll put them in the water, let them set up a little bit. Next time I'm going to go ahead and reheat that a little bit longer. But and I forgot to put salt in there to weight them down, so they're going to be more of a, probably they float, so they'll make good Carolina rootworms. So we'll go from there, see how this crawl looks. I really do like the color. I mean, the color looks really good. And I think that's all that really happened, was I just didn't cook it quite long enough. But that color is almost the color of the remelt that I done. Good, nice green, pumpkin green. So. Alright, what we'll do is let all that set up. I'll clean back up, put it in the microwave again, get it all heated up again, and let's go ahead and try to get a better shot. Okay, so I went in the house while the microwave was running. I went and got some salt this time, so I'm going to add some salt into this. It looks like that I'm going to have to run this a little bit longer in the microwave. It's didn't quite all melt down, so it'll give me time to get a few other things ready, because I'm gonna also, I think I'm gonna add a teaspoon of silver flake, just to get a little extra shot for that color. So okay, so I just put some more worm oil back in this, got these ready. Microwave just finished. Let's take a look to see where we're at for temperature. I forgot that I wasn't recording. I added a teaspoon of silver metal flake, and I'm gonna go add some salt here in a minute to try to weight it down a little bit. I'm just gonna try this regular salt, something to just weight it down. See how that works. Where are we at in temperature? And just a little over 300 degrees. I want to go ahead and heat that up just a little bit more. Oh, you can see the color there though with the red flake and the silver flake. So, all right, this should be good. I can feel the heat through the glove. So, the bottom's a little gritty from the salt. Let's see what we got for temperature. And we're running about 350. I don't feel any more grittiness from the salt, so let's give it a shot, see what happens. Okay, looks like a good injection. We'll see what that entails. We'll let that sit a little bit. I'll clean up the rest of this mess and we'll open this up. All right, almost cleaned up here. Let's go ahead and open up the mold. See how the Senkos turned out. Oh, those look really good there. Got a good mixture of red and silver in there. I'm liking that. Looks pretty good. And these actually feel a lot better than that first batch because I let them sit in there a little bit longer. They sink a little bit, so that's good. I mean, it's a little bit, I'll have to work a little bit on the amount of salt in there, but I mean, regular salt, that obviously works in there, throwing it in that water. Set that there. Let's try the craw. Pull that one apart. One out. I can tell you with this mold, I can tell these craws, it's not going to take much for a fish to just pull those pinchers right off. I like the pinchers. I'll see how they look when it's in the water and for the movement, but I mean, that looks pretty good. So, well, I hope this helps everybody who's watching, showing that it's gonna take a little bit to try to get a groove, get a system going on. I mean, obviously you see that I make a mess, I make, you know, mistakes. Just like anything else, you got to jump in feet first, give it a shot. After time, when you do it enough times, it all kind of comes together like second nature, just like driving a car. It's what I look at. It's like when I first started driving a car, I was scared to death of every little thing, and after a while it just started coming together and you can pretty much drive with your eyes closed. And that's kind of the way I see this is going to be, is just going to be one of those things where it's just going to be pretty easy after I do it a handful of times. So again, if you have any comments, you know, or see anything I'm doing that could make it easier, or if I'm messing up on something, or any tips or anything you guys can give me, that would be great. If you guys please follow, share, like, or dislike, whatever. Anything helps right now with if you guys have any questions, or if I can help or not, or you guys have anything for me to take back and try again. So all right, thank you for watching. I'll do some more in a few days. Take care. So another thing I forgot to mention is the texture of these. It's a really soft plastic. I'm not sure how I like it yet. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how it works out in the water. They do, like I said, in the water over here, they sank. They have a lot more flimsiness to them. We'll see how that works. I don't know if maybe I didn't mix the Plastisol well enough, so I'm gonna give that a shot next time. Try to mix it up a little more. Maybe that might help. So, well, we'll give that a shot.